Hello and welcome back to the Abundant Living University. I'm your host, Glenn Ullman. Today really the subject is living a more balanced, stress-free life. As I'm speaking, Hurricane Irene is making its way up the eastern coast of the United States, and I just got a call from my brother who's up in Maine, and he said, "They're freaking out up here." And we both joked that just happens, that this is going to be a storm for New England with lots of rain and power lines going down, but they face those all the time. This is not a Hurricane Andrew, a Cat 5. So clearly if you live in low-lying areas, it's not going to be much fun, but for the rest of us, it's just going to be a weather event. But I'm reminded of, as I watch markets go up and down as well, of just how quickly things seem to happen. As many of you know, Steve Jobs resigned from Apple Computer this week. And I was watching a show a couple of nights ago about him, and they just talked about the chronology of his products and the fact that the iPhone came out in 2007. I couldn't believe it. We've only had smartphones at our disposal for 4 years. You know, you'd think we've had them forever, that we can log on and check our email and check the status of Hurricane Irene or what the markets are doing or where our favorite restaurant is, only in the last 4 years. So we get this time compression, and I think that leads to volatility as well. Volatility in our markets, up 400 points, down 300 points. But that has no effect on investors. Maybe on traders, people who make their living by minute moves in the market. But the reality is that that's a trading mentality, and we need to remember that we get this time compression in terms of this great age that we're living in, that we can go through only 4 years and have this incredible wave of innovation. Innovation is so vitally important to everything that we do. I had another client in recently, and she mentioned to me that her company is changing to a new healthcare system with one of the major carriers, and the innovation is a wellness center. So when you sign up for the health plan, this is a very big company, you'll go through a health screening with the health insurer, and if you go through the health screening, your cost of health insurance only goes up by 5%. Very reasonable. If you don't do the health screening, or you don't abide by the instructions of your personal coach provided by the healthcare company, your rates can go up to 20%. It's fascinating. It's innovation in how we're going to control costs in healthcare. So, again, in terms of living, we all sometimes just need to take a deep breath and say, wow, how long ago did I think something was going to be one way, but it actually has evolved a different way? Whether it's greater fuel economy in our cars, whether it's in the aftermath of 9/11 and how we felt, or simple things like, wow, how long have I had my smartphone? And how are we going to innovatively create some things that can lower the cost of healthcare, which clearly is a big issue to the country. So, again, enjoy the day, and always interested in your comments.